Okay, application of UKPT schemes. A good example of an application of UKPT schemes is retail point of sale terminals, which are used by merchants to verify pins and approve payment card transactions. So the advantages of UKPT scheme all apply to this scenario. Terminals have limited security controls since they must be cheap enough to deploy widely. In addition, they are typically located in insecure public environments such as stores and restaurants. They are also portable so that they can easily be moved around, hence easily stolen. Transactions should be processed speedily to avoid delays, hence efficiency is important. Terminals may be managed and operated by unskilled staff, hence full automation of the key establishment process is necessity. So that is what some application of UKPT scheme. For example, consider UKPT scheme operating between a merchant terminal and a host, that is a bank or card payment server. The terminal maintains a key register, which is essentially the running key that will be updated after every transaction. A generic UKPT scheme in terms of protocol that is run between the terminal and the host during transaction. So here there is an example. This particular figure shows how that UKPT scheme will be considered. For example, an encryption key might also be needed to encrypt the PIN of the card. Below figure illustrates generic UKPT schemes. I think you might be seeing there is a terminal and there is a host. So how this particular operation exists. So at the terminal end, with the help of that key register, it derives the transaction of key, that is K. So once it is derived, so from that terminal there is some request goes to host with reference to um, that is message authentication code of K. So request or else something else with that particular key, that uh, uh, yeah, MAC will be calculated with respect to that key, and that will be sent to the host. And at the host end also with its key register, so that host will also derive its transaction key K. Then what a host does is, host updates the key register whatever it depends on based on the request of key as well as the key derived from the host. So that will be updated. Once again, the same key will be updated once again in the key register by host. And in response, what host sends is MAC of K with response or response that will be sent back to terminal. And finally, what terminal does is with uh, by considering that by considering the same key K, just you analyze the same key which is flowing from terminal to host, and both terminal as well as host deriving its key K, and that MAC of key will be calculated or it is removed, and it is mapped, and that key will be updated in the key register of host. And again the same key that is calculated with the MAC will be sent as a response to terminal. At terminal, once again it is compared and it is updated in the key register of terminal. So this is what UKPT schemes. So this is somewhat we can call it as a dynamic. So you need not to store the key long term. So this is what the example of UKPT scheme. So key storage. So what is actually key storage? So this key storage we will be discussing in the next class. Thank you.